Hey my lovelies, so I just got back from town and I felt like filming a video, so I thought why not do my January favourites. I've not done a monthly favourites video for a long time, of 2 or 3 months now, so it's about time I did one. I'm going to start with a new coat that I got in the sale from ASOS. I don't know if they still got it. If they have, I'll link it in the down bar. It's this gorgeous camel coloured beige duffel coat. I've wanted a duffel coat for so long and I have so many coats, and when I think I don't need any more, and well, to be honest, I didn't need this coat, but I really wanted it. I love the fact it's got big pockets because I can just fit everything in them. It's got tartan lining, and as you guys know, I'm addicted to tartan. I just can't get enough of it. And these sleeves are tartan as well. They've got little roll-ups here, and I just think it's a really adorable coat, and it goes really nice with dresses and skirts, and it looks okay with like leggings and jeans, but I preferably like to wear longer coats with skirts and dresses. And it's got a hood as well. The only coat I actually have with a hood, which is really handy when it's miserable weather and it's raining. I don't think I've ever mentioned this type of thing in a favourites video for a very long time, and that's actually a hair like styling product. For ages I just did nothing with my hair, but now I cut my hair, I do a lot more with it and I use a lot more on it. So I've been using these John Frieda curling tongs to curl my hair. As you can tell, it's not really been successful today, but that's not the curlers, that's just, I think I did something with my hair. I don't know. My hair doesn't like me today. So when I got my hair cut, the hairdresser used a tong like this where you clip the hair in like that and then you roll it up. Ow, ow, ow. I know some people don't like getting ones like this because sometimes they can leave a kink on the end of your hair, but if you do it properly then that doesn't happen, and I just think they're a lot easier to use than a wand where you use your hand to wrap the hair around, and I'd really recommend them, and I think they were no more than £30. I think they were cheaper though, but I can't remember exactly how much they were. So onto some DVDs that I've been loving. First one is Despicable Me 2. I wasn't a massive fan of the first one, but like a lot of people, I just love the Minions. Normally with like the second film that comes out, it's normally not as good, but this was better. And apparently there's going to be a Minions movie coming out soon, which I'm really excited about. Another one that I got on DVD, which I've not yet watched at home, but I saw in the cinema and I just loved it, and I think I might have already mentioned it in a video before, but that's Kick-Ass 2. I'm such a huge fan of Kick-Ass, and honestly I thought Kick-Ass 2 was just as good as the first one. Some people disagree, but I loved it. I came out of the cinema with a huge grin on my face. It's probably the only film that I will watch that is violent, and I don't really mind that it's violent. Normally with like violent films I'm really sort of, I stay clear of. I just love Kick-Ass. And the last kind of DVD thing that I ordered on Amazon recently is My So-Called Life, and I decided to get the box set because I've watched kind of everything from Your Friends to Your Sex and the City to How I Met Your Mother and Skins and In-Betweeners and you know, all that jazz. And so something that constantly seems to crop up a lot lately is My So-Called Life. Now this is a series that was filmed in the mid-90s, so I was only about 3 when this came out, but it seems to be kind of like a cult classic, and I was really confused when I was looking on Amazon because I was expecting there to be a few box sets, and this was the only box set I could find, and then I googled it and apparently it was only on for like 5 months. Like, it's fun to watch, especially if you were born in the 90s. The main character is Claire Danes, and she plays a 15-year-old girl in school. It's set in America, and it basically just goes about her general school life and boys and friends and her family and what they get up to. There's no major plot twist, it's just basically your average teenage girl going through life, and it's quite nice to watch because I remember going through pretty much exactly the same stuff when I was her age, and I can imagine that if you were 15 and watching this, you'd really like watching it because you'd be able to relate to a lot of it. So now I'm finding something else I want to get into. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because I feel like I've watched every kind of series you could watch that I would actually like. I'll try and link this on Amazon because Amazon's probably the cheapest place to find this. So I'm going to mention some beauty stuff now before I move on to some other like non-fashion beauty things. First thing is this Vitamin C Daily Moisturizer from The Body Shop, and it's got an SPF 30 in it, and this is actually my 3rd little tube of this. Now it cost about £12, but it's definitely worth it. It lasts a good couple of months. This is for like dull skin, and vitamin C is meant to be really good for your skin, and I noticed that after a week or two of using this, my skin just looked so much more vibrant, and it did exactly what it said. Just like underwear can make or break your outfit, I feel like moisturiser can make or break your makeup, because if you've got a really rubbish moisturiser, then your skin's going to look rubbish, and then your foundation's going to look rubbish. And this kind of leaves like a residue, but not like a horrid sticky residue, just enough so that it keeps your skin moisturised, and then when you go to rub in your foundation, it just blends in nicely and just smooths over, and it's just like silk. Try it. It's amazing. So next thing is something that I never thought I would be mentioning in a favourites video, and that is a pair of glasses. Being a YouTuber and a blogger, I spend a lot of time on the computer, and slowly over time it's given me headaches and I've messed up my eyes. I didn't have the money to get the glasses that I wanted, so I just sort of waited. Just after Christmas I could afford them, so I went into Boots Opticians because it was cheaper and I could get Boots points on my glasses. I found some by Orla Keeley, and they're these ones. You can't really see them because they're like glaring on the lights, but they look like that. And now I didn't want to get glasses that were just like the black Ray-Ban frames, because I feel like so many people wear those just for like aesthetics that people might just think I'm wearing them to look cool. And Doug went with me to go like try on glasses, and he said actually the more rounded glasses suited my face better than the square ones. Plus I have a really small face, so any glasses that look normal sized on most people look huge on me. And so I just use these when I'm sat on the computer or when I'm reading. I'll put them on now just to show you what they look like, but right now the camera's blurry to me because you're too far away. Like I can't sit and talk to someone in front of me with these on unless they're like right up to my face. This was like my little Christmas present to myself, prescription glasses. Wow, pushing the boat out there. So the next thing is this lip crayon from Topshop, and it's in the colour Royal, sort of bog standard red colour. It's not too bright and not too dark, so it's a really nice wearable colour, and it just stays on your lips. Oh, okay, this lid has a life of its own. It just like pops up. It's quite scary actually. Right, before that explodes on me, I'm going to put that away. It's really, really good lipstick. It stays on all day. The only thing I would say is that it dries up very quickly. It's kind of worth it because you can eat and drink, and like you can even like go like that on your mouth and it doesn't even budge. It is amazing. And then the next thing is this pigment by MAC. And I've wanted a powder highlight for so long, and so many people are like, no, we don't have like a powder highlighter, but get this liquid one. It's fine over powder makeup, and it's not. It just goes goopy and weird. So I went into MAC, and originally the lovely lady in there was going to give me this like compact powder stuff for highlight, and it run out. So she said actually one thing that they use on their clients is this pigment, and it's in the colour Vanilla, and I am really worried that I'm going to drop this one day and the pigment is going to go everywhere. That's the only annoying thing. It'd be a lot easier if it was in a compact version. But this is really nice because it gives you the glow without the shimmer and the glitter. A lot of the things she showed me were quite glittery, and I don't want that. I want it to look a little bit more natural. So I just dust a bit on my cupid's bow, along my nose, along my cheekbones, and a bit above my eyebrows. I know MAC makeup is expensive, but for the stuff I buy from them, like the pigment for just a bit of highlight and their blushes, they're totally worth the money because they do last ages. So the last kind of like beauty makeup thing is this perfume from Chloe. I love the scent. It's something different. It's the first perfume I've ever bought myself, so I think that's why it's so special, and I just love the way it looks, and it's nice to have a different scent than my Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb, which is something I've pretty much used the whole of my YouTube life. The next thing is Alexa Chung It. Not only do I love the cover, how can you not love this cover? It's like fabric and it's pink. It's the kind of book that you would sit on the sofa or in bed and just have a little flick through. It has a lot of stuff about Alexa Chung in this book, but it also has a lot of stuff about her inspirations, fashion wise and lifestyle wise, and it's just a really interesting book. So if you like Alexa Chung, I adore her fashion. She's like my style icon, along with probably every other girl in the country. Yeah, I would definitely say get this book if you like her. Last thing to mention, and it's just something really, really silly, and it's this dressing gown from Topshop. Now, I would have mentioned this back in the beginning of October when I got this, but I haven't done a favourites since then, I don't think. You're probably sick of others mentioning dressing gowns like this, but this has been my lifesaver this winter. This has kept me so snuggly. It's got little bear ears, and inside it's like cream, and on the outside it's like this taupey colour, and it's just so snuggly. I swear every other video there's me like... I think that's everything I wanted to mention. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any videos you want me to do, then leave your suggestions in the comments. But for now, I'll say goodbye and I will see you in my next video. Bye!